Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm really thrilled that you're all here with me today to have a little play in the craft room. I'm just ecstatic. So welcome everyone, and a big hugs and kisses to all of my longtime followers. Hi, you guys. Thanks for watching and letting me do what I do. So anyway, welcome back. I've been gone a little bit. And I have been working on my big folio, the one we started last week. I think it was last week. I don't know. Time flies, so you never know. But anyway, I started this folio, and I actually have the cover all together now. So I'm going to hold it up. You could see there is quite a bit of detail. We've got rhinestones and a little bit of stickles. We've got vintage laces. We've got pearls. We have a lovely butterfly with more rhinestones up here, vintage rhinestones. We have our lace here. We've got lace here. And then the back just has a little bit of, well, this is from the shimmer spray we used. And then maybe a little bit of stickles and some bling. And on both edges, I put lace to enforce them. And so that's what we have so far. I don't know if I'm going to put anything on the back or not. I'm undecided. Being that it's a folio, I could because it's not a standard journal back. So today we're going to do some how-tos. And before we get going, how is everyone? Are you guys all good? Are you well? I hope so. And hopefully you're all doing okay. No problems with any more storms. We sure all got beat all winter. And I know we're all looking forward to spring, and more spring. And hopefully not summer too soon. So anyway, what are you guys up to? Are you making fun things? I know I've been very busy. Just whenever I felt good enough, I would sit and work on some bits and pieces. And this was one of them. And here we go. I am worked a little bit on the inside. I've got another gorgeous gal. She's got some stickles, some stickers, and we've got a pocket here. Now today we're going to work on some things for the pockets. And then when you open this up, I have been a little busy bee. I've been making things for the inside of the pockets and loading them with fun little bits and pieces of ephemera. I made this darling little tag book. Isn't this great? It's got all these little tags. It's got a tag up here. It says, well, it's just a little French tag. And down here it says, be amazed. And then over here, we've got more little tags, more tags. This is a little, what do you call it? A vellum pocket that has goodies in it right here. And it says love on it. And then on the back, we've got another little vellum tag. And it goes inside this pocket. And one of the things I did in this little book was I used dimensional tape to give me, I don't know if you could see the dimension there. So you have dimension here. And then on this one, when we take out the cards, which were those three, we have another piece of vellum that has a vellum washi tape type thing. We have this pretty little sparkly heart. So you put that back in. You could write on this if you wanted. And then, you know, you have all the little tags to write on. And most of the majority of everything you see here came with the 49 in Market kit that I bought from Mixed Media, Minnesota. But you can find 49 in Market paper just about everywhere. So all the shops have it. But anyway, this is one of the little pieces I made. This took quite a bit of time. Lots of details. The details and the bits take tons of time. And then I made some little pockets. And decorated them all up, and they have a little Velcro, and then they have a tag in here. It says everything has beauty. So we have a beautiful journaling tag, and you could put many more tags in there. And I probably will. I was thinking today I might load them up a little bit more. I made 2 of them to go in here, and they have different paper on the edges. And then there is beauty and simplicity. So we have those, and then I made 2 other bigger pieces. As you can see, look at this one. Isn't she lovely? And this is just made from a vellum bag, and she has some journaling cards inside. that are just tucked in. And then we have a tag here. Man, I've decorated the tag up. All of these are bits and pieces that I've cut up from the paper because there's no ephemera in there. The only thing, it didn't have journaling cards or anything. So I've made every single bit from scratch, everything. The only thing that I had to decorate with was this kit here, and then just cutting flowers out of the bits and pieces that I had. So, and then grabbing journaling cards from a variety of kits and things, you know, that I had that I thought went well enough with it. So again, I want to add some more cards. I did some printing today. And then there's this piece. Isn't this a beauty? This is gorgeous, and it is made from an envelope, a sort of a light blue-gray envelope. And it has created a big pocket. And then I made a big tag using the papers. Lots of vintage laces and trims. And this is a paper ruffle, and it's got some bling and then a pretty little fabric rose. And this is all vintage laces. And then the words are from a jewel design. So this is what I thought we would make today. I need to make another one to put in some pockets. I still am not done. I have to decorate here. Want to add journaling cards. I want to finish decorating this. I want to make something for there. I probably want to add another piece there. So I'm not done yet. I'm still making ephemera for this. And I thought I might do a few things on camera. And I thought you might enjoy making this one because it's very substantial, feels good in the hands, fun to make. There's also this beautiful piece. This is just made from a bag. And again, the paper ruffles and the, then I scrunched some bias, well, I call it bias tape. You call it seam binding. And pearls and just, you know, all the pretties on it. And then it's got 2 layers of lace. I left the back plain because I don't know if it's going to be glued on or, you know, for someone might want to, because this is an ephemera folder. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to be adding a naked journal with it, so that someone could put all these things in their journal and keep working, right? So that's potential. This needs a belly band, and then it'll need some big cards and things. So you could see we're not done. I am having fun with it because really I'm having to create every single thing from scratch. This has got dimension to it as well. It's got dimensional tape. This is cut out and has dimension. So this particular cover, I don't know if you can see it, has a lot of dimension. So today I thought we'd how to that little envelope. Like I said, I need to make more journaling cards and lots of goodies. I don't know if I want to, I probably won't put blank cards in there with you guys. I think I'll wait on that. I think we'll just work on making this another one of these right here. I think this is probably what we'll make. I could fill these up later, you know, but I do need to get lace on here, and then either words or flowers or, you know, I'm not sure. So I've been working on this one. It had to dry. I do want to put some lace there before I forget, before we go on to that. So we could do that. Let's see. What did I want to put on there? I was thinking about it, and I had an idea, and then, you know, of course, I've forgotten it. I have my... I saw this tatting. I was given it in, let's see, was this? Oh, this was a grab bag for a D-stash. I was thinking about using this vintage tatting here. I don't know. You know, I'm looking to see what was here. I don't think I want to use anything bright white right here, even though the background of this is white. I'm not thinking I want to do that. Pink isn't going to work. Okay, so either the tatting, or I had one other thing I wanted to check. Oh, my lace cart right next to me, which you guys have seen pictures of. Let's see. I came across this little one here, and I was thinking it might work across the bottom. Yeah, see, I like that. It doesn't compete with a color. There's only one other one I thought might work. Sorry, I have a little frog in my throat today. Tell him to get out. No room for ribbits, right? Or I could put this one down here. I haven't used a lot of blue in this, but it is getting more and more blue as time goes on, I noticed. So that's okay. You know, it's pink and blue. I'm using both colors. I mean, I could go... The nice thing about lace is you can either go up like a little picket fence, like she's walking through the garden. I do like that. Or we could do this one. I'm wondering. I'm checking top and front and back. She's a pretty little shoe, which I hate to cover up. But, oh my gosh, I like both. That's the tough part. I didn't think I'd find two things that I liked, right? I thought, oh, not going to happen. Well, this one's basic. I mean, I'll probably use it on something in here because it is the basic blue and it seems to be the right blue. Sorry, this has a little tiny, they remind me of rubber bands used for braces that the gal who I got these from uses to keep them on the cards, which is brilliant. That's Carolyn. So let's do this one. Let's do this one. I think this is a good one to cover that with. Really cute. I like this lace a lot. I think I used it in another project not long ago as, you know, one of the trims, and very cute. All right. So I'm going to save that tatting for another project because I know I'm going to, well, I know probably it's going to go into the other journal that we started that I haven't, the flip-flop that I haven't, I got started working on this one. I don't know. Sometimes something speaks to me and I have to go with it. And this one was screaming at me. From the minute I bought it, I knew I wanted to work with it immediately, like as soon as I got it. I don't know why. I'm trying to see which is the top and which is the bottom. I have no idea, so I'm just going to guess. Okay, this tiniest little bit I wanted off there. I hate to cover up her pretty little shoe because I spent time putting stickles on it. But, you know, yeah, do what you got to do, right? I want that kind of slightly under that lace. And then we'll glue the lace down. I kind of want to just hang over the edge a little bit. More dimension. We're always looking for dimension. But if it shows when I close it, do I like it? Yeah, it's fine. It's not negative in any way. It's not a negative. I don't think I got to do a better job trimming the edge, right? I do need to get these done. That is a definite must. But I told myself, no, we were going to... This is the only thing about this one. It's super heavy on the bottom, so I may have to just stick it in that way. It wants to fall out of the folio, which, you know, what are you going to do? So this one, I'm not sure. I want to make something to go in here, and I'm thinking one of these would fit. Let's see if it does before I get busy and make one. Yeah, it will. I'm just going to have to be careful about what I put on the bottom, right? So not over decorate. Good luck with that, right? Who are we talking about, right? Or who are we talking to? So this is the one I want to make. And I just used this lovely sort of blue-gray envelope and some of the 6x8 paper. So I used the 12x12 and 6x8s to make and decorate. The 6x8s have been a godsend because they are what we need to for journaling cards and stuff like that. So with this, all I did was just kind of go around the edge of this and close it. I didn't want to take a chance of closing it up in any way. And then I decorated this side so this side could stay pretty, mainly in case you want to use it as a floating pocket, because it's going to be a pocket. And so if you want it to be a floating pocket, you're going to want to do that. Now I'm thinking I have a bunch of images that I can use, and I'm trying to decide, whoopsie, hello, which one to use. What do I want to use on here? I used this one last time, and I do like the black and white on there, but I also love this image of these young ladies. I love this one. All of these are beautiful. So any of them would work. I'm thinking if I end up with something that has pink on it, that would work. I think these are good otherwise, but I'm not sure. And then I have a whole entire pack of these gals that I bought recently. But I'm looking for the ones with the big bustles and the wide. This is the era I'm working with, is Civil War era. But it was different in each country at that time. You know, we were in Civil War, but they were not. So these are all, I believe, queens and princesses and, you know, noted women. It was a digital that I purchased. I want to say it's Paper Art that I got these from on Etsy. I think it says Paper Art. Do I have one? I may have already filed them away. Let me look. I don't know if I had any left. I think I cut them all out, and then I didn't write the name down, of course, because your friend is a ding-dong at times. Hold on a minute. I'm looking to see if I have any. No. Well, I can look it up. If you need to know, ask me. If you're interested in these ladies, these ladies in particular, I'll look them up. Now, this one, some of these images here are from my private stash and some aren't. So it depends what we use on the front of this. Will depend on the lady that I use. Like, she looks really lovely with the blue, and I'm thinking of using this one as my cover piece. She looks lovely. She's got a lot of pink. Ooh, that's wonderful. That's the one I was thinking, actually. I think they might be my image for that. But there's also, keep in mind, we also need to make a tag to go in the pocket. So if we're gonna do that, then we would need another lady. So we can have more than one, truly. Isn't she beautiful? I don't know. These are the ones that I'm looking to use today to cover. Now this one I don't want to use because I would have to cut too much off of it. This one's okay as well because it gives me room to put a lady on there, right? This one works as well. Too busy. And the butterflies I don't think fit that. I think it's great for a journal card, but I'm really thinking this is my piece here. Yeah. I think this is going to be a tag for a large tag for the belly band. So I'm thinking that's going to be for that. So I'm thinking we're going to go with this one because it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful thing. I'm going back and forth. But what would I use for a tag on the inside? Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's start thinking now. Let's think our way through this. So these young ladies are very pretty on a tag. Oh, she's beautiful with those blues. It's one of my favorite pictures. I think this is one of my... Nope, that's not mine. I don't know where I got it. No, I can't help you. Don't ask me because I don't know. I have hundreds of these things. How wide do I have gotta have my tag? Yeah, right to there. So see, she would be barely on there. What about these gals? These gals I could cut out and put them on there. So I'm thinking these with this one. Let me get a paper clip here. I'm sure I have one somewhere. Only got 2 containers were sitting in front of me. Okay, so we're going to do that for the card. And we're going to do this one for the cover because I think she's going to be really pretty. Let me move these aside. I don't want to mix these up because these go in another one of my folders. So this one would be beautiful though if I do that other belly band. Wouldn't she be pretty with that? I'm thinking that one with that one. So let me get I'm throwing paper clips all over the desk. Let's get her on there. This paper clip got bent. I must have put it on stuff that was too heavy, you know, big and wide, and it stretched it all out of shape. So, Okay, so that one's set. That one's set. We can put these away. And I think we can put these away for the moment. I don't think I need to use those, so they're kind of done. And this needs to go on here already. So now the thing we have to do is figure out how much of that image we want. I think I'm going to have to cut a little at the top in order if I don't want to lose the butterfly. And I'm gonna lose part of that rose. Okay. I guess I'm just going to let it cut off some of the top and I'll have a rose for something else, right? So you know how I like to do this. You do know if you've been following me any length of time, I glue it right straight down. Now this is a double-sided paper, which I hate to do that, but you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? So I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac because it does not buckle or ripple like your wet glues do. And I definitely don't want any ripples on this. I want it to be smooth and give it some heft or dimension. Okay. I want it to go like this. If you hear any pounding or noise in the background, it is a Saturday that I'm filming this, and there was a lot of roof and fence damage with all the high winds and rains over the whole winter. So many of my neighbors, and our roofs are about 25 years old, which is about the life of a roof anyway, are getting new roofs. I was looking at ours from outside and I went, oh boy, we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. I don't think we checked the attic. We didn't have any damage. We were lucky. It's all still there, but it's starting to look a little weird. So I would imagine soon we'll need a new roof. We're expecting it. Gosh, I think I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to actually cut it open. Let me make sure I got the top. I'm going to cut it open as I'm doing it. That way it's open and ready to go. Okay, our pocket's open now. And we have a lovely little, darn it, I wish I hadn't cut it like that. Little scrap that I know I'll use because I've used just about every scrap I have. I barely have scraps left. And then we're going to go up the side. Now this time we do not want to cut it open, so we need to be very... Yeah, see, we have a pretty little scrap. So yeah, sorry about any kind of noise because everybody's getting new roofs and there's going to be no time when there isn't work being done. They've been working all week. I couldn't, it was so loud earlier this week, I could not do videos. So finally I just went, oh, it's a Saturday. I'm going to have to do it. I honestly didn't think the contractors would work today. Why is this not open? Well, it's an envelope. I didn't seal it shut. Did I seal this closed? How'd I do that? Oh, that's the bottom. That's why. What a dingbat. Sorry, I'm a dingbat. Sometimes I wonder about myself, you guys. Oh, my goodness. It's not supposed to open right there. It is sealed. It's just where the glue didn't catch on the end. I didn't get close enough to the end. So I did use a tiny bit of the art glitter glue. It's good for edges. You know, and it's good for everything. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite glues to use. But for this, I decided not to. Now we have our lady. The tag is already, the card is already cut, trimmed, ready to go. And then I put a little blue around the edge because I wanted a little something to get rid of the white when I cut it out of the kit it was in. And then I want to, oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now, we're going to look at our other one. Where did our other one go? There we go. Yeah, I did leave that side open, and then I put everything on that side. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to do here, too. I'm actually going to move it over. Doesn't have to be center, but I'm going to put something down that one side. I want to keep my little butterfly. I do want to put some lace across the bottom. So, let's see. This is a very white, not a lot of cream in here. I use a little bit, but not a whole lot. So we're going to need some white laces, and I have lots of white lace. Let me see. I want a wide one on the bottom, and I want it to be fairly thin. I don't think, I do have blue laces, but I forgot to have my husband get them down and out for me. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Can you hear that? Are you guys hearing that, or is it just me that hears it? Seems loud to me. I don't have the window open. That's the funny thing. This is a great sheer lace. Loving it. I'm looking to see what else I have. If I have anything else that's sheer that's not as wide. I do have this one, which I already used before. I can look again and see what I think, if it's sheer enough or too sheer. Let me see. I could use that if I don't want it wide. What do I want to do? Now, last one I used, it was really wide. You could still see through this really well, so we won't really lose the butterfly. And actually, if I really like the butterfly, I could add one, right? It's no biggie. We could add one. So let me move everything that fell down. Let's move things over a little bit. And I won't put this down till probably close to the last minute. Let me see. No, not as sheer. I'm looking for something. Ooh, look at this one. I don't know what this is from. I think my beautiful friend Celeste sent this to me. I'm not sure if it was wrapped around something. One of my friends sent it. That's really beautiful too, you guys. Yikes, what do I do? Let's see. It's just a little bit of lace. There's not a lot here, but oh, is it pretty? I feel like the card's going to cover up most of that. So if I were going to put it on here, I would definitely put it on this way so the lace is hanging out of the bottom. I mean, you could still see everything right through it, just the same as you can this one. Let me cut this off. It's the header on it is kind of in the way. Let me see. I feel very fumbly here. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but let me... Boy, all my neighbors are out today. That's the problem with filming on a Saturday. Usually my neighborhood's very quiet, even in the summer. But because we had such a long, hard winter, everybody's got yard cleanup to do. Oh my goodness, we do too. My husband spent all day, I think it was Wednesday, working in the yard. Yeah, or I can go this way. Where'd it go? Oh, let me get it up here where you guys can see it. I apologize, I've gotten it too low. Okay, so we have that. Or we have this. That's really sheer. I think I'm going to go with my first inclination. I really like this, but I think I'm going to go with what I thought the first time. Okay. But I do have this for another, maybe the tag that goes inside. Let me put a pin in it. Let's put a pin in it. All right. Now, one thing I don't like, yes, I ripped it off there, and I probably shouldn't have, because I hurt the poor lace. I have to figure out where I want this to go. It's very slippery. Put it right there. All right, let's see if we can get this on. I don't want to waste too much time. I would like to at least get this done today, but we'll see. Let me get my dry wipe. Okay, I feel like I want to bring it down a little bit. The only thing is I feel like it's too high on this end, so I'm going to cut it down just a little, which is why I did not glue it down. There we are. Come on. Come on. I know we could do it. Glue's not as warm as I would like it to be. I don't know if these scissors, I've been working with them so much, I've probably gotten them dull. No, they still cut. They're still cutting it. Yeah, okay. The lace is still cutting really well, so you know your scissors are still sharp if you can cut lace, right? put my scraps off to the side to go into my scrap jar. There we go. There's lace on there, but it's not intrusive, which we don't want it to be. I did like this little lace here, and I saw its pin is up there. I don't want to lose that pin. Where can I put that? Well, watch, I'll be asking you what did I do with it in about 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm setting my thing up there. And I think I'll go ahead and cut this one. Okay, so we have all these laces here. Let me put these away back in their box. This one needs a pin too. I don't know what I did with the pin. Sometimes they don't have a pin for whatever reason, so. Which is why I always have a pin cushion fairly close by. Boy, I don't know if someone's getting a fence or a roof. It's hard to tell. Whatever, it's a lot of work. We were just blessed that we must have been sitting in the wind path just right, that it didn't take off our roof or create any water damage. We were very, very lucky. Well, I'm going to say blessed. It's not like I didn't pray really hard for nothing bad to happen to me and my neighbors, but sometimes. And, I'm surprised by some of the neighbors that are having to get new roofs. They have on, which is shocking to me, they have cement shingles. And I had them on my other house and nothing. I mean, if they fall off because they weren't put on properly, that's one thing. But to get a hole or leakage is very rare. So unless they weren't put on correctly. All right, now we've got our lace on. What else do we want? I want some trim or something down here. I want something down here before we put her on. I might definitely want a butterfly, which, let's see. No, that's not what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? I want to see if I have in my, if I have any cut-aparts, as some people call them. There's a butterfly there, but it's kind of dark. I want to see, in this kit, there's a bunch that you could pop out. So I want to see if I have a butterfly I could put down there. I do, but I think they're too big. You have to be really careful with this or they'll fall out. Oh, there's a nice light one, similar to, let's see. That's identical right there, but it's too big. You know what I mean? And that one's too dark. I want these lighter ones. I'm going to say it's probably going to be this one. Yep. I'm thinking so. I could put a rose on there somewhere too. I could add a blue rose to the bottom since I covered that other one up. We could do that. Okay. How big a rose do I want? I want a big one or I want a tiny little one? Maybe a big one. Oh, I don't want these scissors. They're full of goo. They're my sticky scissors. I have sticky scissors and then I have regular scissors. Let's see. I could do pink, but I'm going to kind of just leave this blue. I don't think I want to add any pink to this one. I haven't added a lot of blue to this kit, and of course, blue is one of my favorite colors, along with pink and blue, which makes this the perfect little project for me to do because it's got all my favorites. What are you guys doing? So you'll see this on Monday. So did you have a good weekend? I hope you did. I hope you did something fun. Or if you didn't go anywhere, maybe you got to do some crafting. Are you guys crafting at all? Do you guys get to craft? I know my gals who do videos are crafting, obviously. I mean, I don't know if they do it on the weekend, but I mean, I know they get to craft. For those of you who have channels. Hello to all of my Instagram friends. I hope you're all doing well. And that you all had a wonderful weekend too. Some of you are both. You see me on Instagram and here. I'm actually, yeah, you know what? I'm actually kind of recreating what's under that lace. I'm also thinking, there's a postage stamp under there that I just hated to cover up. So I'm seeing if I have one that maybe we could put on there. I might have one of the queen in that blue. I don't know. Here's my queens. I forget where I bought these, but I bought them quite a long time ago. I want it to be a light blue. Well, maybe not that light. Too light. Too light. How about this one? It's not as bright. No. These are all Queen Elizabeth. Too purpley. Well, I may not have one that looks good. It isn't purple, though. It's blue, but I don't know. No. That's the only one that maybe. No, I just don't have the right. Oh, this is a blue-gray. There it is. Too much like the butterfly, huh? Well, wish it didn't look exactly like the butterfly. They're too much alike. We could go deeper blue. These are stamps from all the countries she was regent for. She was queen. Where she was queen. Queen mother. So many countries. Not ours. Okay, so. But if we could have had a queen, she would have been who I wanted. All right. Very strong woman. It would take a woman with nerves of steel to do what she had to do her whole life. Okay, so that's too similar, so we can't use that. But that was fun. I haven't looked at all those, so I didn't really know what colors I had. Oh, I got these from the brown pear. Yeah, that's where I got them from. Oh, I see a cool one. It's got like castles on it. I don't know if I want to use that one. I'm hoarding it. I'm saving it for something with castles on it. Oh, it's a one in Paris, it says. It's a Paris something. Oh, Chateau something in Paris. Here's another gray one. See, that's the right color, but it just blends in. And I can't seem to find one that isn't going to disappear. and blend in with the, well, that might do it. Or maybe I'll just put something else there and not do it. I mean, I'm at that point right now. I've got a lot of the blue-gray, so I mean, that's not like I don't have stamps for that. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. Okay, I think that's what we're going to use. Alrighty. Jeez, I used up enough time for that, right? I'm even not going to get one done today. If I don't get a move on here. But this does take time because I don't just, you know, I'm not going to slap it on there and just to get done a video. All right. I think I went around the edges of this, didn't I? But I still see white everywhere. I didn't do the best job cutting that out, did I? All right. I think I got it that time. Oh my goodness, busy day today. I may have to end the video early if it just keeps getting loud. Okay, we will have to use Fabri-Tac here because we're working on fabric. Okay, this one, I want to put a little bit darker edge on it. That way it doesn't blend in so much. I don't know, the antenna will probably get ripped off knowing me, but we'll see. It's there now. There we go. Whoops, 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 whoops. Let's get this one on there. And then I'm going to want to put some lace across the bottom, so I better move the rose up a little bit. Well, not lace, but maybe something else. I just don't know what. All right. Now, I'd like to have a lace ruffle on here. I think on my board, give me a minute. I have a blue ruffle, but I don't know if it's the right color. Let me see. I have a ruffle board. When I did the tour of this room, you guys would have seen it. Figure out where the top of this is, the front and the back. So it would be like this. The long one. Do we like that? I mean, I have a white ruffle, too. Oh, that really just blends in, doesn't it? And then I have an entire tray of paper ruffles. And guess what I found, guys? When I pulled my paper ruffles down, I found more snippets, fabric snippets, and page edges. Gosh, can't even talk. I found, well, this is just one, but one of those that goes on the edge of a page. And then look at all the snippets I found, you guys. Just tons and tons and tons of snippets. Look at them all. So those need to go in my snippet book at some point. I just don't know when. And then, you know, I have my ruffles. So the one thing is I don't have anything blue. I have book page, you know, I have that kind of thing, which I could use. Then I have these like little strips that are stitched on. Yes, any of them would look good, but that's not what I want, you know. Oh, well, the only other one I'm thinking I could do would be like one that's like a music ruffle, music page. I really need to do some longer ruffles. These are pretty short when I made them. I don't know what I was thinking. I got them too tight, too ruffled, too tight. But I still use them, you know, from time to time. I'm not thinking that's what I want. I think I'm going to do the fabric ruffle and leave it with that. Excuse me a minute, guys. Sorry. I'm getting too warm. I got a vest on here. All right, so those are on. We need to get her on, but I just want to make sure of her placement before I'm going to have to cut that a bit shorter. I'm going to glue that on. So let's get her glued on, and then we'll know where we're going to go, right? So let's do that. All right. I am using Fabri-Tac because it's part of her. Both bottom and top are on lace. And I need to figure out how far over I want to put her, how high up I want to go. Okay. The reason I was using the paper there is because the chalk doesn't always dry on the edges real fast, and so I end up with a lot of chalk on my hands. All right. I'm thinking, hold on, give me a minute here. I'm going to cut this up a little bit. I think it's too long. All right, let me go like that. And then I could put the, I know what I want to put there. I already know what's going on there. I already know. Oh, you know what else would look good on there? Oh gosh, where do I have them? Oh, again, I have a blue shoebox that actually has all of my blue ribbons and all my trims and all my appliques and, darn. They're not like where I can get them. Well, that's a problem. I gotta have my hubby get that box down until I'm done with this particular project, because I know a couple of times I wanted things from there and keep telling myself, oh, I'm gonna get up there and get them, and then I never do. I was thinking I wanted to use these, but they're not gonna work. Okay, let me get this glued on. Fabri-Tac again. And I'm just going to glue right down the stitching because that's going to be the easiest. And then I have to decide if I want to use pearls. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. That was messy. I want it to hang off just a little bit. So do I want to put a strip of pearls down here, or do I want a strip of bling? I think I might do bling. Ugh. Let me get, I'm thinking, oh, here I am collecting scissors again. I swear, I must have 40 scissors and tools on my desk at any given moment. Don't mind me. I'm looking for something. I was thinking I want to put one of these rosettes at the top, but the other thing that I have is I have these. I know what I want to put there, but I don't think I have any in blue, unfortunately. They are, like I said, in a box. I have some of these in blues, and they're beautiful. I may wait to finish this part of it because, I mean, I could. I've got purple, I have lavender. Oh, I think these are my blue ones, but those are not the right blue. So if they're that blue, that would not work. But I do have this blue. Let me see if these will work. Oops, I'm running out of time. I could put these up here. I've got strings everywhere. My goodness. Let's get those off there. Plus, I don't want that pink showing. I mean, that would be pretty up there, but it's very matchy-matchy. I could probably put it behind like a bigger white flower. I have to look in my it's either gonna be that or that. I'm not sure. but let me clean some of this mess off my desk. It's starting to bug me. I don't need to leave the lace on my desk because it is within my reach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here for the moment, just so I get an idea of where I need to put my bling, right? So I want something up here, but I don't know. So I think probably from here down I could put the bling and not waste it. You know, I don't want to waste my bling. I don't have tons of my sticky bling. I have a bunch I can glue on. If I don't do this right, I lose half my jewels, so I have to be so careful. Half my bling. And I want to put it on the line where the Fabri-Tac is still wet, so it will help glue it down. And I probably want to stop right about there. So we have one little sticky for something else. Oh, she's pretty. Look. See, and if we were putting, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me get this cut. Oh, it's quiet outside for a minute. Yay, my ears stopped ringing. Okay. So I was thinking, you know, something like that, how pretty that is. See what I'm thinking? Isn't she pretty? I need to put something there. That's bugging me a little bit. So let's get a little something there. I'm going to have to clean my scissors. They're all goopy again. Get out my little alcohol wipes and wipe them down. I feel like it's missing something. Maybe a word. Maybe right here I could put a word. I'm thinking. If I do that up there, or I wonder if I could do a combination of that and that. Well, you know what? That is possible. I just got to figure it out as far as what I want to show and not show. Nope, it's got to be that way. And then I need to find a word for here. I feel like I need a word right there to complete that. I need a 3. I need 3 right here. This one's sitting by itself, which is fine. But that rule of 3 is always important to me. I'm looking to see, do I have blue words? I might. Or like might be too big, but maybe. Thinking to myself, sorry, thinking out loud. Yeah, I have blue words. Here we go. Let me move my... I have Jolene's beautiful little dictionary words. But I'm thinking this dictionary word might be too big. We'll have to see. It seems like it's just big, big, big. Boy, my cutting is terrible today. Oh, too big. Darn. Okay, that's not going to work. So... and we have words. Laughter, believe, serenity, blossom, majestic, and beautiful. Well, she's definitely majestic and beautiful. And it has a little blue and a little green. I don't know. I think this is out of her maybe pastel or spring words. These are all words by Jolene with a jewel design. See, and it has all of your spring colors, your lavender, your pink, your blue, your kind of blue-green. You know, you got a variety of colors to work with. If you don't have her words, you need them in your arsenal as one of your basics. When you're doing this, you need some basic things. And words, images are some of them. And Jolene has all of those things that you need. She was one of the very first to come up with these a few years ago. I mean, there were words out there, don't get me wrong, but they weren't doing what she was doing. So she came up with her own thing, and to help us, because I was like, honey, I need this, I need that. I can't find it anywhere. So she would make things for me that no one else, well, I mean, I didn't know every journal shop, so maybe there were some at the time, but I sure was having trouble finding things that I wanted. So she started making them for me. And so these are what I call my basic staples. So you want to have some words and some definitions that you can pop on when you need to fill spaces. Yeah, I like that. I feel like it needs something behind it, but I don't know what. So, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on there as part of that little, either that or that blue is just too much and I need to go more brown. Make it stand out better. I go around the edges for definition, not so much for age on this. It's more about giving it a border or a kind of painting, a framing it. Again, I use the Fabri-Tac because it is meant for fabric, and we are gluing onto very patterned lace. So that is the best thing to put on lace. Oh, oops, I forgot I didn't put those on yet. I am actually thinking I'm going to do both. I actually like that, because I like the green and the green down there. So I think that is what I'm going to do. That's different, right? Let's try it. What the heck? I don't like it. I can always rip it off there if I want. Cover it up again. I can hear the doves cooing outside today. Now that the heavy equipment has stopped, you can hear the doves cooing. They're everywhere. We have a big area for doves. There's someone who has both pigeon and dove coops around here. They have the big cages with all the birdies in them that they let out. Well, once they do that, a lot of times they don't ever come back. So I think some of them went AWOL. Hold on, I didn't get that up high enough. Can I get it off there? I think it's still wet. Yes. There we go. There we go. Let me move that whole thing up because it's sitting on the... There. You guys like that? It's a lot of blue. It's a lot. But I don't like things to be like stand out too bad. And we've got things in the corners. This is fine the way it is over there. I feel like I need to do the edges here with a little bit of blue. I did the other one in pink, so we'll do this one in blue. And I'm using this chalk ink. It's called Pastel Blue Chalk Ink. And Imagine, Believe? I don't know what that is. It came in a kit, so I didn't buy it. It came as part of a kit, this kit. So I don't know where it came from or where you buy it at or the brand or anything. There's nothing on it. It just came just like this. So just put it under chalk inks and I bet you'll see it or something. So there we have our beautiful pocket. And I think we're out of time. We didn't get to do the tag, but you guys all know how to make tags. Lace, 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 your image, a word, a word. These are jewel design again. So, you know, I just need to make one to go inside there, but it took me a little bit to get this going. But as you can see, it sure came out. I'm really happy with it. Look at that on the back. It's clean, can be used any way you need to have it used. It can be glued on, or if you want to use it as a standalone, you could attach something to it. You could add another picture. You could add a pocket, whatever you want. It's going into the ephemera holder to be used with a journal. So at some point I'll have a journal to go in there. I got to get that going. It's just going to be a plain naked journal to go with it so that, you've got something. But there we have it. And there was the original. So they're very similar. I use this sort of the same formula to make these, but I'm in love with them. They're easy and they're beautiful and I'm really happy with them. So I hope you like that. Let me double check to make sure we need to be done. So let me just make sure before I turn you off and find out I had time. No, I don't have time, sadly. Well, I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Thanks for coming along and letting me craft with you. I really Really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun, and I missed you all so much. I'm so glad I got to see you today and that we got to craft a little. So watch for my next video. I've got more coming up. So I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.